Okay, following using the Ableton playground, we're going to follow up by using that same pentatonic scale, those 5 notes, to write a melody using the pentatonic scale in Noteflight. So in other words, similar thing to what you were doing in the Ableton playground, but on Noteflight. So you see the notation. So the first thing we do is we create, and we're going to choose a treble clef, okay? And we're going to call it pentatonic melody, okay? So here I'm just going to show you the notes in the pentatonic melody. You don't have to write this out, but it's just so we remember the notes we can use. There's only 5 of them, okay? And if we want to go a bit further, we could go up to there. Okay, so those notes are, if you remember your lines and spaces, okay, A, space bar, C, space bar, D, space bar, E, space bar, G, space bar, and that's the top A. Now, an interesting thing I found today is that some people didn't realise, I'm going to point this out again next term, A, on that space there, and that one there, these are both A, but on the piano they're 8 notes apart, okay, and that's called an octave. Octave means octa, octopus, 8 legs, octagon, 8 sides, octave, 8 sounds, okay, so that is A, and that's the same note but 8 notes higher, okay, so there's only 5 notes there because we're missing a few. That's the notes we're going to use. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that. Whoops, get rid of that. Okay, they're the notes I can use to write my melody. Now, let's start on A. That's on the second space, F-A-C-E, so that's A. Okay, and what we're going to do is write a little motif. And if I type A on the keyboard, it joins it together automatically. If I want a quaver there, I'm just going to do that again. What I did was, if I put an A there and I turn it into a quaver, which is only half a beat, and if I push A on my keyboard again, or C or whatever note I want, it automatically joins the two together. So it's a half a beat, and half a beat equals 1 beat. And I can go down to E as well. Okay, I went down to a G and an E. So that's a G, that's an E, and that's a G. So yeah, I can use those notes too. All right, because they're in the scale. Let's have a listen to that. Okay, and next term we're going to add to this. All right, you can hand it in today, but you know, it's mainly going to be for us to start to do our songwriting next term. We've got some building blocks to start writing a song. Now, from what we learned with the motif and the melody, we can do this. Edit. Okay, so that's a pretty good motif. Have a listen again. I think Ed Sheeran would buy that off me. Okay, what do you reckon? Okay, if I'm lucky. And if I paste that in there and I take it up there, let's just check if that fits the rules of our pentatonic melody. Okay, C, E, C, doesn't quite work. We can't use a B. That's a B. So let's change that to an A. We can go down to a G. Again, can't use a B. Okay, because that's not in our pentatonic scale. It's A, C, D, E, G, A. Okay, so let's have a listen to that. Okay, now if you tried to sing that, you would find that this note's a little bit too high for most people, unless you're a trained singer. Okay, so it's not wrong. We can use an E, But if we're writing a song, and what we've done is a little variation here of our original motif. And now I'm going to start to add a few more bars. And what have we got there? We've got 8 bars, okay? So now, it doesn't matter that it's arranged like that, that's fine. Let's make that a long note. And I'm going to copy in my first 2 bars. Nothing wrong with that. It's what we call repetition. And we come back to that same tune, and there's my pentatonic melody. Okay, for students that finish that and want a bit of extension, I'm going to make another video for tomorrow as well. Today. I'm doing this on Thursday night, showing how to put in the A minor and G chords. But you don't have to do that. That's extension, all right?